thing you're gonna get out of me. Gotta set this up. My laptop. Ridiculous. Alright. I hate to do this record. Coffee's brewing. I got the truck running because my coffee's brewing. And I'm going to try to sit up here on the bunk, even though it hurts my back. Good morning, David Edwards. David Edwards is first this morning. Appreciate you, David. I'm in New York. I'm brewing my coffee. You got your coffee? This Trucking Life. Good morning from beautiful rural Michigan again. Hey, Michigan is a beautiful spot to be in today. I'm in New York, and I'm on my 34. I got here yesterday from Nevada. The adventure going out to Camp Bechtel now. Camp Sterling Wheel. Had a great time out there. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm just going to let my coffee get going. I'm drinking bulletproof coffee these days. So it is my SNORELORD Berserker Brew. Get you some. The link will be in the description, or it's in the link. It's in the description of my previous video and several before that. This is the blonde roast. The Berserker brew is the blonde roast, which you can see my bag is empty. And then there's also the Viking brew, which is the dark roast, if you're a dark roast kind of guy. So, you know, I gotta get the plug in there. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my pristine SNORELORD hat today. Trying to get my juices flowing, guys. So I don't know if any of you are in the same state right now, like just trying to get going and all this stuff. I am on my break, so I don't gotta go anywhere, but man, do I got a lot of cab care to do today. Give me a sec, I gotta get my, okay, so what I'm putting in my coffee is some clarified butter, which is called ghee, G-H-E-E. And I'm going to put that in my coffee. And I forgot to get it out of the fridge, so give me one sec. The fridge is underneath you. You know what? Or, I think I'm going to do the coconut oil this morning. I either do the butter or the coconut oil. Dar's been going since 5:30. Yeah, Dar, you guys are still moving in, aren't you? Jamie, oh, good morning. Dar, good morning. Yes, get your second cup, David. For today, the trek awaits for the steps. David is in the... Hi, Alex. Thanks for coming in. If you guys on your way in, will you please just reach over and tap the like real quick? Let's get that out of the way. This lunacy is the morning, my Sunday morning coffee chat with truckers and anybody else who wants to join in the gang here and hang out with a bunch of truckers and have coffee this morning and talk about whatever comes. I got a few topics I can talk about today. So this is the stuff. I get it. This one is Simple Truth Organic virgin coconut oil. And for the ladies, premenopausal or in menopause or whatever, word on the street is that consuming the coconut oil in your diet helps balance your hormones. Probably works for the dudes too. So, problem is I stuck it in the fridge and it got hard. So, I gotta The plastic spoon ain't gonna get it. I gotta get the knife out or something. Dig some out with this. It's like candle wax when you put it in the refrigerator. So I'm just gonna grab a chunk that looks like about a teaspoon. Like that. And then now, things you can put in your coffee to make bulletproof coffee. The clarified butter is the best choice because it's animal fat or made out of from an animal. The coconut oil because it's also high in MCTs. Great for your brain to kick off in the morning. And then the other thing that I like to put in my coffee is olive oil. And so if you're drinking a strong coffee or if you're on your second cup and whatnot, and you know, like it starts to tend to bother your stomach if you have an empty stomach, it does me. Like second cup starts to be like, you know, it gets a little irritating. So if you put a little bit of olive oil in your coffee, then not only does it taste really smooth, but it helps that acidic reaction that's happening when you're on your second cup. So I just put my little stuff in there, stir it around. What I've also noticed too is when I put the oils in the coffee, it tends to keep your coffee hotter for a little bit longer. Probably because the oil residue that sits on the top doesn't allow the heat to escape so well, I'm thinking. So I just kind of stir it in. I'm going to leave that out of the fridge now. So I hope everybody's having a fabulous morning. I have just completed a trip. I got here yesterday from Nevada to New York. I'm in Buffalo, New York. Amazing trip, as it always is when I get to go all the way across the country, but it's also exhausting because it's literally like putting down miles every day. Hey, Exquisite One, what's up? Good morning. Big Orange Pumpkins in the house. Lorraine, Doris, Wheel Burner Express. By the way, Kitty Crazy Dar and Wheel Burner Express channel members, thank you, thank you. Tampa, Florida. Umberto's in Tampa, Florida. Oh, Umberto, it's hot down there, ain't it, buddy? I heard it was like 110 yesterday. My sister called me. It's good to see Exquisite One in the house. I haven't seen him in a while. Snorelord OG is in the house saying good morning. Christopher Bleefnick. Hey, Chris, what's up? Hope all is well. I take my coffee in an IV drip. Yeah, you know, hey, I don't blame you. I'm a coffee lover like that. Like, Snorelord puts bullets in his coffee. It's gonna be stupid hot down there, yeah. Good morning, you guys. You know what? I missed everybody. Seemed like a couple of long weeks. I don't even think I did a live while I was at Sterling's. Sunday. Did we do a live? It's such a blur. So, for those of you that don't know, I made a trip out to Nevada because Sterling Wheel, you probably know his channel. If not, go see his channel. Him and Red Lady got married this past Monday. So I had found myself a load out there. I got out there on Saturday, stayed a couple days up to the wedding, or a couple nights up to the wedding, which was fun. We had a good time, and they just gave us the best hospitality. Snorelord flew out there as well. And so, you know, we did the show up thing, and for our friend to help him celebrate his amazing wedding to the Red Lady, and all of that. And so, very exciting, very good for the soul. The ceremony went great. They got married in Reno, and then we did the wedding reception in Fallon, and just a good time of family and friends and good food. So, did I stay on my diet? No. We were bad. The wedding cake was probably the best freaking wedding cake I've ever had. It literally, it was like 3 layers of, I'm going to say maybe a vanilla or a white cake, and then it had like yummy custard layers in between. So I not only had 1 piece, but I had 2 because it was that good. Totally sugar bombed my body, like in a very bad way. There was a White Russian involved. There was the food, which really wasn't, it was great food, but there were some things in there, you know, with sauces and whatnot. I even had a Dr. Pepper soda. And I even had a Corona, whatever the light one is with the low carbs. That's sugar too. So, it's fine. I will tell you what though, it took me probably 3 whole days to recover from that. Not that I got drunk, but that sugar that I ate, dude, talk about feeling like a train wreck. That's when you know, like, when you really, the realization of how poison our food is, man. Because you eat good, you eat clean, and then you go off the wagon, and then it freaking knocks you on your butt. So I was not hungover from drinking. I was hungover from having such a great time with the food. Which I shouldn't say it's a great time, but, you know, it happens. Umberto says, hot outside, in the truck it's cool. You did a live on his back patio. Okay, see? It's like, I've been running like a crazy machine all the way back here to get back into the east and out of the deserts. And so it's kind of a blur. I'll have to go back and watch that. Watch that thing. I think Snorelord, me and Snorelord were out there. Seems like a month ago, sort of. Umberto says, just getting started. Hate running pickup hours. You're meeting Dave today? Dave who? I did go live twice. Once on Saturday. I did go live on Saturday night because we were being a bunch of crazy kids. But I did put that on private. If you want to see, I think the live part, the first part of it, the part where we're all like laughing and cutting up, that live is on Sterling's channel. So I encourage you to watch that if you want to see the first night festivities that we had at Sterling's house. It's on the Sterling Wheel channel. I believe he has it up. There's the bride right there, the lovely bride. Man, you guys, it was so beautiful. We have footage. We have tons of footage. Sterling is in charge of releasing that footage as he has time to put it together. So you will be able to see all that happened and all that stuff. We had cameras rolling maybe not rolling all the time, but we were definitely taking pictures a lot. And at the important parts, we were rolling film. So you guys will get to see it. Chat room Goon 410 says the hat is nice. Thank you. You can get one at the Snorelord the Metalhead Viking Caveman Trucker channel in his merch tent. You can get this hat. I did not bring Sterling the puppy. I did not bring the puppy. The puppy story. Do you guys want to hear the puppy story? There's a puppy story. Now, our brother Sterling is a not only married man today, but he is also a new puppy father. Of course, you know I had something to do with that. Hey, everybody can blame it on me, all right? Because it's just the way it worked out. And let me tell you, the boy is happy. Like, he loves that dog. The connection, like, literally happened right then and there. He was almost bawling his eyes out, holding his new baby for the first time. Fur baby, that is. He does have a beautiful daughter already, guys. So, but this is the fur baby. And so, a lot of beautiful moments really happened. And I just think that the way, sometimes God just works things out the way that they should be. I mean, I don't want to say sometimes. I want to say all the time. But this was one of those moments that the doors just opened so perfectly. And God just wanted to bless Sterling some more. Like, not just this, and not just that, and not just that, but then that. And so the string of events that happened just so happened. And so what I did do is I left him with the puppy. I did not bring him a puppy. I shall explain if you guys are interested in that story. But let me get to the comments and say good morning to my peeps. TJ is in the house. 51 in Aki Bay here outside Juneau, Alaska. You're in Alaska? Oh, TJ. I gotta see that. Please do a video or live or something so I can see. Sixth Semper Tyrannus is finally here. Welcome, sir. Thank you. Miss you. Snorelord OG says, Shannon forced me at gunpoint to eat 2 pieces of cake. Yes. Yes, I did. You gotta live a little sometimes, and life is short. So just sometimes, eat the cake, man. Blow out the candles, have the ice cream. But remember, sugar is poison, so you gotta get right back out of that mess. And that's the hard part, is once you step your toe in the fire, then you gotta run. It's like any other drug. I mean, if you slip up and you make an accident, you know what you got to do. You got to immediately turn back around and go. The thing is, sugar is such a design drug, especially nowadays, that it almost controls your brain, your body, right? Because, gosh, it's good. I'm not going to sit here and act all like, oh, I know sugar's the devil. Okay, fact. Sugar's poison. Fact. Sugar is a drug. Fact. They're using it to do a lot of things to us. Fact. You know? But like anything that's the most fun, it's not always good for you. And sugar's the worst. I dare say, like, it's not even natural sugar anymore, guys. Like, this is manufactured to ruin you weapon sugar that's in the food. With called long words like maltodextrin, like dextrose, sucralose. I found another one the other day. Oh, this is interesting. In my protein shake, which I've seen this before and I decided to ignore it, but I'm getting a little more serious nowadays. So my protein is pretty awesome. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. Great amino acid profile and all this. Only 2 grams of total sugar, it says. And I can get this at Aldi, so I was like, okay. So I'm reevaluating, you know, what I'm putting in my body again. And on here, the other ingredients says sucralose, sunflower lecithin, maltodextrin. There's 3 reasons for me not to have this in my body anymore, which sucks because I just bought a brand new can a couple weeks ago. Okay. Yes, I did make SNORELORD eat cake. Wheelburner says, yes, SNORELORD, but the gun was full of water and made of plastic. I'm sure it was a hard thing for you to do. Shape World is in the house. Hey, lady, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Everybody hit the like on the way in if you don't mind. It's showing I got 28 people and 10 likes. I need to check that number up a little bit. Shape, I saw you did a live last night. I haven't got to it yet, but I'll be watching the replay. Shape World she's got a good like talk show. She does a good talk show. I always like her talk show. She talks about current events and things like that. So Shape is my sister in the YouTube and trucking world, and you want to check her out, go check her out, her channel. She's always got some good, sometimes controversial conversations over there. But yeah, I like it. Wheelburner says hit the like. Yep, thank you, Wheelburner. Heroes of the Road is in the house saying good morning, Shannon and chat. Good morning. Hope you are well out there, sir. I still want to have you on for the, I want to get you on for an interview. Everybody's saying hi. Oh, you're meeting Dave and Cindy from Forgotten Angels? Oh, that's exciting, Umberto. If you guys don't know, the Forgotten Angels is the organization down in Florida that we just did the big fundraiser for. So Umberto's going to meet them. That's pretty cool. Jaden is in the house saying yes. Okay, you want to hear the puppy story. Paradox says, what is this? This is Trucker Cafe. We're having coffee. We're having chat. This is what we do on Sunday mornings. Some of us are trying to wake up. Some of us have been awake and we're taking a break to chill with each other. Red Lady Reports, channel member, by the way. Yes, he loves that puppy. He is a good puppy. He is a good puppy. I'm really... Oh, there he is. Sterling Will is in the house. Channel member. Sterling, we're going to tell the puppy story. I did want to go on StreamYard for such an event as this. But I didn't. Seems like you guys get better audio and video through my phone like this anyways. But good morning. So if you don't know, Red Lady, who's in the chat, and Sterling Will, who are in the chat, just got married this past Monday. So that is now Mr. and Mrs. Bechtel is in the houses here. Cheryl Khan is in the house. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, I sub. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate you guys, the new subs, the new viewers. This is something I do every Sunday just to sit around and hang out with you guys on a hopefully more personal little round table, I guess. Red Lady says, good morning, my husband. Oh, wasn't that sweet? He said my ears were burning. Yeah, you know, we were talking about you a little bit. Shape World, are you local? Is that what you're saying? She says, tell your local at Leo. Jose's in the house saying, good morning from San Antonio, Texas. What's up, Jose? Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Paradox says, do a backflip. Oh, honey, it is, I'm not there yet in my fitness, but I'm working towards it. Wheelburner Express says, good morning, my lady in red. Yeah, Dara Wheelburner, wish you guys could have been there for sure, man. And Mrs. A, like, gosh, I wish she would have been there too, like, but, you know, busy schedules and whatnots and things. Arrows of the Road asks Sterling, how's your inventory on poop bags? I'm pretty sure he's probably, if he hasn't got them yet, he's going to, because I think he's made a couple of trips to the puppy store to get Harold the things that he needs. 6 Semper Tyrannus says, I don't want to mow the yard this morning. Yeah, today for me is, because I've been so busy partying with all that and driving across the country and driving across back. I can say that my little housekeeping inside the cab has slipped a bit. And so today, that is my focus, is the chores. Getting myself back organized, back together. Right? So, Sick, I'm sorry, but you have to mow the lawn. Just knock it out. Just, you know, you got to muster up all that good energy and be like, you know what? It's not going to take me that long. I'm just going to go do it. That's things I say to myself to get me motivated. You just got to suck it up and get something done. And it takes longer to sit here and like, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do it. You're just killing your day. So just go get her done. TJ says, yes, planned vacation for 5 days. Oh, that is so awesome. I hope you share it on video. I would love to kind of get a viewpoint of what you got, where you guys are at and what you're seeing. I've never thought about going on vacation to Alaska. That's strange. But I know it's a beautiful place. I've seen it, you know, the pictures and stuff. Sterling says, got plenty of poop bags. James Brace is in the house. Good morning, James. How you doing? I hope all is well there, sir. Dar says, Shannon is all over the place. Finish the puppy story. I'm holding out. I'm doing this on purpose so I can greet everybody first. When I run out of comments, I will get to the puppy story. So stay tuned. Hang in there with me. Don't go anywhere. And hit the like, please. The puppy story is coming momentarily. What did Sterling say? That's good because I have a ton of them if interested. Long story. Oh, okay. If anybody needs poo-poo bags, Heroes of the Road has got some he can put up there. If you need some, contact him. The struggle is real trying to get back on the diet, not diet healthy living. That's weird. Did you guys feel that? I don't know what that was, but my truck just moved. But there's no one touching my truck. Not move like this. Don't worry. It did like a like it felt like the transmission shifted or something. It is idling to cool me down, which I might as well go ahead and shut it off because I have enough coffee for the moment. I should brew another cup though, right? Because you know what's going to happen. Because I've already killed this one. So before I shut it off, I'm going to start another thing. Okay. Caro syrup. We're going to talk about diet today because I'm on a new train and I want to share that with you as well. Christopher Beliefnik says, did you hear about the salt coming from China? They're finding heavy metals and not the good stuff. Like Slipknot. No, I didn't, Chris. So apparently there's some poison salt circulating. I am very particular about the salt I eat. It is the pink Himalayan sea salt. And so salt is an important choice in my life. And not only is it the most delicious salt and the best, healthiest for you. So they're probably putting it in the, you know, like the regular table salt, the bad kind of salt. This Trucking Life says, Shannon, there is a YouTube commercial I recently seen from a company called Transparent Farms. They have a real protein powder that's all animal, no added anything. Check it out in the commercial. I've actually been subscribed to their newsletter for a long time now. I will tell you why I have not purchased that, because it is very expensive. So at this point, I'm making the choice. Do I want to go ahead and just spend that money on the meat? Or do I want to spend the money on that protein? Which one do I need the most? And I think at this point, like, the money's better spent on the meat itself instead of getting the supplement. But yeah, I love them for doing that. Trust me, I was so excited. I signed right up. But I have not purchased it because the price is insane. Red Lady says, Heroes of the Road, meat has dextrose, which is sugar. Lunch meat. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's true. Don't say Mr. Red Lady. He is Mr. Red Lady. On this channel, he is Mr. Red Lady. TJ says, man, everyone looks so nice in their... oh my gosh. You want to talk about a good-looking crew? Golly, I got pictures too. But the thing is, I'm going to give everything to Sterling because I don't want to put that stuff out there. That's his content. I took it for him. I mean, when the guys are dressed up in the tuxes, I was like, wow, right? They was looking fine, sharp dress. Everybody's clean, smelling good, like little flower thing on the lapel. Like, hello. No disrespect to anybody's relationships. Don't take it wrong. They was just cleaned up, okay? They cleaned up nice. That's all I'm saying. So I took the pictures. And everything's going to Sterling so he can monitor his releases. But man, I've had the pleasure of seeing DIY in a suit, now SNORELORD in a suit, and Sterling in a suit. And I think that's it so far. I literally shut my notifications off. Why is that coming up? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. This is not good. I put it on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why we just got that. Yeah, Red Lady concurs. They cleaned up so nice. And so did she, by the way. She was absolutely glorious. She picked out some beautiful dresses. Her wedding dress was gorgeous. Her reception dress was gorgeous. She was looking fine, fine the whole time. Me and her went and got our nails and toes done. So, yeah. Pedicure was much needed. We can always talk about that, gentlemen. I'm a big fan, and I would promote anytime that I know this big idea like men should not go get pedicures, but I'm telling you, brothers, a woman don't like no nasty feet. And even get that out of the equation. Like, take care of your feet, man. Love yourself. When you go, look, for those of you guys that have probably never gotten a pedicure, look, it's amazing. You go sit in the chair. If you go to one of the little Chinese places, they come over there, they put your feet in this warm, bubbly stuff, and this gets, cleans the feet, and it's like a jacuzzi for your feet. And you sit in this great massage chair, and you can sit there and, get a massage while you're chilling. And the little lady just goes to work, and she does little things, and she tells you when you got to move your foot. And then she brings a hot towel, and she puts it around your calves, and she rubs this stuff on and makes your feet feel all nice and soft. Usually that's at the end. She will take the callus thing, and she will remove the calluses off your feet. And I know y'all got some calluses built up. So it doesn't hurt. It kind of tickles. And it's a very nice experience. And your feet are looking good and feeling, man, your feet feel great. Like, you don't even know until you go get it done. It's not a woman thing anymore, guys. Like, go get your feet taken care of. They're nasty. If you have never gotten a pedicure, if you don't at least get a pedicure once a year, your feet are nasty. It was beautiful. And I want to say a big shout out and thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Red Lady, Mr. and Mrs. Sterling. Their hospitality was absolutely top notch. Like, they just made us feel at home from the minute we walked through the door. The whole time. And I am so grateful for that, because there was a lot going on and coming off the road, and it was just like, it was great. Thank you so much. I was able to pull up my tractor because I was able to drop off my trailer at a certain spot down the road, which Sterling arranged for that. And then I was able to bobtail to their house, and then their driveway was enough for me to pull up right up in front of the house. So I got to stay in my truck, sleep in my truck. So if anybody's wondering, that was my sleeping quarters. And which is fine. Hey, me and Dee Dee were happy. Dee Dee, they were so kind to my dog and just loved her, even though she was crazy and annoying and stuff. So I think Dee Dee had a good time. I mean, I know Dee Dee had a good time, but their hospitality was absolutely top notch. So I want to say thank you. It made the trip that much nicer. Nita's cooking shows in the house. I'm doing good, Nita. I've been planning to catch up with you soon. Wilburner says, SST, go get yourself a nice cigar and a couple cans of Dr. Pepper and you're good as gold. Yeah, Sick, do you have a rider? Do you have a tractor like Wilburner does? It's not so bad if you just get out there and be the king of your castle on your tractor, you know. Something about getting on a tractor. But maybe not. Maybe you have a push mower and that's why you're dreading it, because that's drink some pre-workout formula and you will go out there, put some headphones on and just rock out and push that thing and get it done. TJ says, yeah, we left Seattle. We stopped in the Ketchikan, Juneau, now then Prudhoe Bay Area, and then back to the mainland. Are you driving like a car? Like, how are you guys traveling? Or do you got the motorhome? Dodie's page is in the house saying, good morning, Shannon. Good morning, Dodie. To answer your question, Dodie, I did enjoy the West. I did enjoy my trip out there. The weather was fantastic both ways, so I was very blessed. And yeah, I mean, it was nothing but great blessings. It was awesome. Men need pedicures, P-Health. Thank you, Red Lady. Thank you. Especially if you're a diabetic, take care of your feet. If you're a man, period, like, let's step that one up. If you're a man, take care of your feet. And especially if you're a woman, you know, that's expected, ladies. Like, come on. I was overdue. I will be honest. Okay. Yeah, check out my cup DIY. So, I was overdue for a pedicure. Like, really. I mean, literally. I told Red Lady last time, which was like approximately a year ago when I was out there last. And I was like, yeah, I wanted to go do some girl stuff, like go to the nail salon and get pedicure and stuff like that. Well, to be honest, I don't think I even got a pedicure since then. I might have gotten one while I was at home with the girls. But anyways, so I'm looking at my own feet and I'm like, dear God, woman, jeez, that can't even. Like, you can't wear no flip-flops if you don't got some nice feet. Your toes ain't, done. Like, it's not just a woman thing, you guys. If, you know what? You want to be the freaking man of the world with your wife? Tell her to get her crap together and say, we got a 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock pedicure appointment, baby. Let's go. Take the wife. Dude, she will fall in love with you all over again. And you will love the experience. I promise. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Like, it is totally, Nothing is girly in that. Like, it's the same process for every person that sits in that chair. So it's not like it's just for women. So get over that. Get over that, guys. Spoil yourself a little bit and take your wife, because she will love you for it. My daughter, myself, and my son-in-law are all going for petty soon. See, Dar knows what's up. Take your husband, Dar. When's the last time the wheel burners had a pedicure? You got to make them go. I feel like wheel burners probably, you know, of that mindset. Like, I'm not going to. Wheel burner, go get a pedicure. Drag him with you, Dar. I'm saying. Otherwise, you know, he's going to keep ducking out. You can't let him duck out. You got, if you're going and you're taking kids, like, you just take everybody, man. Camille is finally in the house. Good morning, Camille. Hit the like on your way in, please, if you don't mind. The back of my feet is like an 80 grit sandpaper. I don't want to lose that. You never know when you need it. No. No. See that? But look, they take this cool little tool and they just rub it gently on your feet, and it literally removes all that skin off your feet. And oh my God, does your feet feel fantastic. I'm telling you. You get in there, this trucking life, especially, look, you're walking on the challenge. Like, you need those feet to be tip-top shape, because I'm going to keep pushing you. You don't want to have a blowout there. You know what I'm saying? Like, go take care of the feet. SNORELORD OG says, while they were getting pedicures, the men went to the range. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of jealous because the girls went and did that stuff. Because she was getting her bridal nails. She got the little diamonds and the little French manicure. It was so gorgeous. And so while we were doing that and getting the puppy, the men all got into a man group, and then they went out and enjoyed the gun range that Mr. Red Lady has set up there. And I wanted to do that too, honestly. So I was kind of bummed that I didn't get to go shoot, but it was one of those things. The guys were doing guy stuff, and we went to the nail salon. So next time, though, I want to do it. But so the guys got out, got to target practice with each other, and had a good time doing that. And so that was pretty neat. Talk about the greatest hospitality we could ever receive anywhere. Like, thank you guys so much. It was really a blast. Tyke Truckin's in the house, saying, oi, oi. Good morning, Robert. I hope you are well, sir. My feet are like girl soft and beautiful, but I don't know if it's good for a boy to have girl's feet. You don't want to be that soft, Kamal. You might, if that's the case, you might want to go barefoot and, you know, thicken up that skin a little bit. I don't know. It's your choice. It's your feet, bro. I'm just saying. Men, though, men need good feet. It's important. Like, it may not be the first thing the lady looks at, but she's definitely just judging you by the condition of your feet. Chris says, might consider if I could wear steel-toed flip-flops. Chris, take your wife on a pedicure day, dude. It'll change your life. Red Lady says, these guys, yes, the guys went to the range in the backyard. Dodie said, congratulations to Sterling and his beautiful wife, Crystal. May they live together in peace and harmony. Yes. Amen to that. Yeah, Dar says, Brian would never. Brian. Okay, look. If he doesn't get a pedicure by next year, Dar, the next fundraiser, we're going to put that one on the table. We're going to raise X amount of dollars, and Wheelburner has to go experience a pedicure. How's that sound? We might not have to wait till next year. I might get froggy, and we might do this, like, you know, a couple months. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about that one now. Wheel Burner says nope to the foot dealio. Wheel Burner. Did you ever see that scene in Dumb and Dumber where they go to get the pedicure and his toenails are like that long and that thick and they have to like saw them off? Okay. If you don't take care of your feet, that's what's going to happen. Next time you guys go for the pedicures and us girls go for some shooting therapy. Yeah, when we get Dar and Mrs. A out there, the wife lord, and me and Crystal, all four of us, oh, can you imagine? That would be great. So maybe we'll have to plan that for the anniversary. No, well, maybe the first anniversary. Crystal, by the way, the anniversary cake, I don't know where that went. I just thought of this, so I hope it went into a freezer because you guys need to save that. Snorelord OG says, instead of shaving challenge, there can be a pedicure challenge. Yeah. Matter of fact, I should put that in. This is what I could do. I could put that in the step challenge. Whoever loses the step challenge has to go get a pedicure. Oh, that's good, you guys. That's good. That's good. That'll motivate some fellas to get their butts moving. That'll make the race more interesting, trust me. I think that's a great idea. Camille says, I think my feet are soft because I don't walk that much. When I start walking, my feet gonna get hard by itself. Yeah. Why aren't you walking, Camille? You should be walking every day. It's good for your health. TJ says, I had a pedi before. I'm so ticklish I can't barely handle it. That's the fun part. I can't, like, okay, can you imagine me? Like, I'm in there giggling. Crystal hears me giggling. The lady's laughing at me because I'll just laugh because life is short. Like, just let it out. It's just a funny thing. So it makes everybody smile because I'm like, ah! Right? And I'm giggling. It's okay. It makes everyone smile in the place. So don't be afraid. You can giggle if you want. It does tickle. Dewana Gillum says, morning, Shannon. Good morning, Dewana. Thank you for coming in. Please hit the like on your way in. David says, hard pass. Come on, David. Brian's feet aren't that bad. Probably because you take care of them. No one touches my feet except me. That's a good poll I should put up. Is the touching of the feet like a sacred thing? Because I know it is for me. I feel the same, David. Like, I mean, other than a pedicurist and stuff, I feel weird when people get around my feet. Like, that's like a sacred spot. Don't be trying to touch my feet. I'm on mine all the time, so need regular petties. They always ask me, are you a runner? I'm like, no, I'm a dog walker. Okay, I'm caught up on the comments, so here's the puppy story. Thank you guys for hanging out this long. Please hit the like. I'm still need some more likes up there. But here's the puppy story. So, I get to Nevada, okay? Are you ready for this? I'm going to get some better sound for us. Oh, man, really? Okay, never mind. I'm going to talk while I'm doing this. So, I get to Nevada. We go to breakfast. I meet them at the restaurant when I get there, which was great. Got to meet a few people, sit down, have an amazing omelet. Oh, my God, it was amazing. It was so good. So I pigged out because I was starving. And we get breakfast over with and whatnot and so forth. And so I walk out into the hallway, right, to leave. And there's this flyer. And it has blue heeler puppies on it. For those of you that don't know, the blue heeler pup is the reason for a lot of things. It has always been Sterling's dream since he was a kid to have a purebred blue heeler, right? The last time I tried to get Sterling a puppy was, I think he was dating Red Lady. He was still in his truck before he sold his truck. Was that right? Because Dee Dee's a little over a year old. I just got Dee Dee when I got this truck. That was April last year. Anyways, I was actually hunting for Sterling a puppy because I decided, as his friend and sister, that a puppy would cheer him up. He needed a puppy in his life. Because if I'm your friend, I love you, and I'm going to try to, do things to take care of you. That's just how I am. So that was my idea. Well, when I found something like a mixed breed, because these purebreds were so expensive, I was like, oh my God. So I found this litter of mixed breeds, which was a blue heeler and Australian Shepherd, and they were only like $200. So I was like, bingo, right? Well, it was at that point I kind of hinted it to Sterling, and he clearly stated, no, it has, if I ever do get one, it's good. It has to be a purebred. I don't want, a half-breeded dog. I was like, damn, crap. He's like, and I'm not ready for a puppy anyways. So it shut my whole plan down. That's how I ended up with Dee Dee, because I had already seen these dogs. I was already excited about getting one for Sterling. And when he said no, I had to go get one, and that's where Dee Dee came from. So that's how Dee Dee happened. Now, I see this flyer at the restaurant. They have purebred, papered, champion bloodline blue heelers. And it's a litter that's literally, it said ready for rehoming July 1st or June 30th, whatever. It was like that day, the next day. And I was like, oh, right? So I take a picture of the flyer. And then when we get back to Sterling's house after the breakfast, I call the lady. Because now my curiosity is like going crazy. Regardless if Sterling wanted a puppy or not, which I was pretty sure they did not, I was ready to get one of these dogs if the price was right. But I knew it was going to be too much money. I wasn't prepared to spend $700, $2,000, anything like that on a dog. Because my windshield cracked on the way out there. So I just had to replace a new windshield. So I was already like negative on the money. But for some reason in my little heart, I felt like, hey, God can do anything here, okay? I'm just saying. Let's just see what they want. Let me just call this lady, see what they want. So I call her. And she said they have one male left. And so I said, well, how much? Now, this is the conversation on the phone. I said, well, how much do they want? Or I said, how much are they? She said, well, he's got papers and everything, and she told me all this big story about how he's a champion Australian bloodline, like the finest of the whatever, their show Australian dog, or I mean their show blue heelers and blah blah blah. These people were very serious about the dogs, so which is fine. So which I appreciated. They were real breeders. They weren't messing around. Like, this was serious. And so, me and Red Lady, I'm skipping a whole bunch. Okay, so that was our conversation on the phone. I said, well, I'm only trying to spend like $200 because I just wanted a pet, a companion for my dog, which, is true. This is all true at this point. So I sent her the pictures of my dog, and we chit-chat a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I said, it's okay, I just wanted to see, because I was just looking for a pet. I'm not really worried about all that pedigree stuff and all this blah, 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 right? And I'm not trying to be a breeder and all this other stuff. So, we left it at that, and I hung up. So about 2 hours go by, And I'm talking now, this is at the point where we're talking about it at the table, we're hanging out together, and this is where Sterling and Red Lady are like, yeah, we don't want a dog, we can't take a dog on a motorcycle, we blah blah blah, no dog, don't even try, Shannon, don't even try it. I said, yeah, well, it's too expensive anyways. So, but we were having that conversation. So a couple hours later, this lady texts me, and she's like, would you like to come see him? And I'm like, no, that would be too much torture, right? And so she says, well, I'll tell you what. She said, we're gonna let it sit for a couple weeks. If no one gets him in a couple weeks, I'll contact you and maybe we can work something out. I'm like, okay. I'm not trying to be in a rush, and I'm not trying to, this is negotiation tactics, guys, okay? So that's what she says. I said, okay. I said, just let me know. So then I tell everybody in the kitchen there, we're in the dining room, and I'm like, this is what she said. And so Crystal goes, well, what if she calls you and you guys work something out? She's like, you're going to have to come back out here and get it. And I said, well, no, I'm going to need you to go get it for me, and then I'll come and get him. And she looks at me like that sister way, like, what are you up to? Right? So I was like, no, I'll come and get him. If you just go get him for me. I said, man, it's a steal of a deal, and man, the dogs are great, blah blah blah. And so I'm doing the Sullivan's nod, like, right? Yeah, you do that for me, right, Crystal? And they're like, no, dog, Shannon. They're really like telling me, like, stop it. I'm like, well, I'm getting him either way. Somebody's gonna get that dog, or I'm keeping the dog. Period. Like, if that works out, in a couple weeks she don't unload him and she'll let me have him for cheap, I'm getting. Like, you can't pass that up. That's like the deal of the century. So that was the decision, and that's what they were telling me. So me and her chit chat, blah blah blah. Send her the picture of Dee Dee. And I'm at this point, I'm not trying to chew her down. I'm just like, thanks, but, that's what it is. I don't have no more than $200 to spend. And I left it there. Because did I really need another dog? No. Was anybody really needing another puppy? No. Not necessarily. But it is rare that you... Look, it was right there local. The breeders are literally 4 miles away. Right? Top of the line bloodline, blah blah blah, and they have one left. Like, what? When is that ever going to happen again, right? So sometimes you just have to seize the day and the opportunity. So I'm like, this is a miracle I'm asking for. Like, for these people to give this dog, this is a $2,000 dog, to give it up for $200 that barely covers their shots, was asking for the impossible. So she is the one to come back and say, well, I'll give it a couple weeks. If I can't sell them, me and you will work something out. That's what she offered. I said, okay, let me know. Keep me posted. Left it alone. Set my phone down. We're eating breakfast or drinking coffee or talking, whatever we're doing. I take Dee Dee outside. I'm outside on the patio. The lady texts me and she says, would you like to come see him today? Again, she asked me again. I said, no. I said, being this situation, I said, if I came to see him, I'd fall in love with him. And she had already sent me a picture of him. And I'd be sad if I had to leave without him. And it would break my heart, blah, blah, blah. So her next text is, bring your $200, come and see him, and you can leave with him today. I scream and squeal with joy, because the miracle just happened. I'm telling you. So when I do this, they're all sitting at the dining room table. And they're like, oh, they already know. They already know something happened. Because they saw me like texting her and rocking around, pacing, and whatever. They knew. So I came in the house and I announced that just happened. And so I'm like, Crystal, when can we go get this dog? She's like, well, we're going to the nail salon, whatever. maybe around noon. So I set it up with the lady, right? I'm like, okay, we'll be over there at noon. Now, mind you, at this point, I'm like, I got a dog. I got a dog. They were very clear that they didn't want it. Snorelord said, you know, I don't know. Maybe something like that's possible, but I don't know. So either way, I was already in my mind like, hey, I don't care if anybody doesn't want them. I'm going to get this dog. So I'm all excited. So that's my mindset. Pay attention. This is the important part. So we set all that up. I'm all excited. I cannot believe this just happened. Okay. This was not on anybody's agenda, by the way. And so me and Crystal get in the car, and Crystal turns to me and she says, Sterling wants the dog. Which, you know, it has been on my heart since a year ago or whenever that was, that I was bound and determined that I was going to get him the puppy of his dreams that he wanted. But he shut me down. Not once, but twice now. I'm respecting his wishes. So, that's where I've been at. So, to me, this is like the second miracle. Sterling wants the dog. Joy. Right? I'm like, he does? You guys just gave me like the freaking third degree in there that you were not taking the dog. You did not want the dog. You don't want a dog. She says, I know. But I saw the look on his face and he wants the dog. And I'm like, holy crap. My mind's like, then Sterling sends me a message and says he wants doggy. I'm like, okay. To me, this is like happy birthday, whatever. Wedding present, whatever you want to call it. It's not really a wedding present, but, you know, that's how I was feeling. So I already set everything up with this lady for me to get the dog, which I did. We went over there after the nail salon. We picked up, his name was Cowboy. And I said, what are we going to name him? He said, his name's Harold. So, his name's Harold. So she puts it on the paperwork. We do the transaction, and we come home, and I get the joy of taking this brand new baby and handing him to his papa. Mission accomplished. This is how I feel. Like, I'm like, oh, it's happened. So, that's pretty freaking awesome. That's the story. How Sterling had his baby. And so, me and Red Lady kind of kept a distance so that Harold, you know, because when you have a brand new puppy, like, he's looking for someone to be, who's he going to attach to? I didn't want him attaching to me. She didn't want him attaching to her because that's Sterling's puppy. So, that's how it worked out. So, I'm so happy. I feel like God just worked that out. Like, it just worked out like that. So, if you couldn't tell, if you haven't seen Sterling's first little puppy video, dude, he's so in love. Like, it's just such a blessing to him. So, I'm so glad it worked out. I'm so glad he changed his mind. And if he still changes his mind, look, I'll take him back. I'll take him back. It's fine. And it doesn't matter to me because he's an amazing boy. And so that's how the deal worked out. So when something happens like that and the whole universe aligns for this to happen, you have a choice. They had a choice that day. And because if I, you know, and I did too, like, regardless, I already made the decision I was taking him. But it's fine for me to give him up to them because I know that this is something that was on Sterling's bucket list. And then he has a personal side of it too, why he changed his mind and made the decision. But I'll let him tell you that on his channel. But so I feel like that was a glorious victory. And you know, maybe I'm like the puppy lady. Maybe my assignment in life is to bless people with baby dogs. I don't know. I find extreme joy in it. So that's the story. That's how it went. Dara, I'm sorry to keep you in that suspense. Let me catch up. I got lost. How behind did I get? Fate Trucking's in the house. Good morning, Fate. Toga's in the house. Good morning. Chief Freight Hauler. Good morning. Sterling says he poops almost on command. That's funny. Yeah, Dee Dee, I will say that. Dee Dee does too. Like when I say poo-poo, like she gets on the job. Which is fantastic. Yeah, I think Harold and Sterling are going to be notorious in this world together. Thank you, Erna. Good to see you. Everybody saying hi, talking amongst yourself while I was telling the story. Please hit the like, everybody. Flatbed Trucker, is he in here? Hey, Flatbed Trucker. Thanks for coming in for coffee this morning. I was on the short list of getting the dog. Hey, you know what else, though, Snowler? That gives me the next mission. The next mission will be Dog Lord. Yeah, buddy. So I think that's my purpose. That's my calling in life. To be that one. That deal was meant for Sterling. Even when I seen the flyer, Sterling's like, oh, no, Shannon. Don't even look at that. I was like, no, I gotta click, right? Brian says if we hit 15,000 next year, then he will go have a petty. Deal. You guys heard it here first. Okay, I got through the comments. Thanks, guys. There's my story. So I'm looking forward to Dog Lord. That will be the next. Now, see, so I'm like that. I'm not going to get aggressive. I'm not going to do all this. I'm going to wait on the Lord to open up the next door. Then it will be time. Then it will happen accordingly. Just like it did this time. Because God's timing is always perfect. And he doesn't make mistakes. And he knows what you need before you ask it. Just saying. So, I'm really trying to make a second cup of coffee here. So, but anyways, that's the story. That happened along with the wedding. Like, it was just such a great time. It was an expensive great time. But it was worth it. It was worth everything. So, for those of you that could not make it, that wanted to make it, and you couldn't, you missed out on a great fellowship time, like a great time. It was really awesome. I don't know I can't decide what was better, like the family times or the friend times like that we had when we were there and the days leading up to it and whatever, or the wedding itself. Like, it literally, rarely have I seen a wedding go that well. In my experience, I'm telling you, like, it's always madness. It's always this, it's something's that, Somebody gets too drunk and gets crazy, which, you know, there's always at a wedding. And that's not the worst thing. But, right, but, you know, something's missing, somebody forgot something, it's caused the bride major stress. Like, this went so well. And I'm sure Crystal went through her own set of madness with what she was doing. But if she did, she handled it like a queen. And it was so beautiful. And you guys will be able to see that in all the photos and the videos that Sterling will be coming out with. So make sure you don't miss it, because it was a great time. Umberto's leaving for now, getting ready to meet Dave and going to Forgotten Angels. I will be live. Be safe and enjoy the rest of the weekend. All right, you guys. Yeah, check Umberto out on his channel, The Big Orange Pumpkin. He's going to do a live meeting the folks at the Forgotten Angels place with his bald head. I'm headed that way tomorrow afternoon. You're going to Florida, Cheap Freight Hauler? Duana says, be safe and give them all hugs for us, Umberto. Yeah, that's going to be a good time over there. So, guys, make sure you catch his live. And also, Sterling helped me change some airline things on my truck, which needed to be done. I was doing this the morning that I was leaving. And he also blessed me with a new set of chains. So now I'm equipped with tire chains. I hope I never have to use them, but he was so generous to give me those. And he gave me a very nice, complete tool bag with all the stuff I need in it. So it ended my struggle with like trying to figure out what I needed, what I have, what I don't have. I need this, I need that, I should have this on the truck, that type of thing. Tool bag. And he literally like blessed me with his old tool bag from when he had his truck, which I consider a great honor. Thank you, Sterling. How freaking awesome is that? So your girl is loaded up with tools now. I'll have to condense tool bags and reorganize it and stuff like that, but wow. I probably got everything for everything, which I kind of do anyways, but not in the tool space. I was really crippled in the tool space. So so he sent me off with all of those things. And what did I forget? He told me I forgot something. Oh, and the tri-tip. Oh my God, I can't even forget the meat. I left with like a 3-pounder, maybe it was a 5 pounds of tri-tip. Probably a 3-pound. I don't know what the weight was on it, but I had meat. Hence, I started my carnivore journey, which is really the topic of this thing. Let me grab another cup of coffee, guys, because I got a little bit more to tell you. So I hope you can continue to enjoy this, because we're just catching up. This gets to the next part of the week. Just a second. And I gotta shut this truck off. In the meantime, let me ask a question, and everybody can kind of put it in the chat. Has anybody ever tried the carnivore diet? I want to know, like, who in here has ever tried it? Shouldn't need tools for a brand new truck with the warranty. No, I don't need tools, but you know what I mean? Wouldn't it be better to have it? than not have it in any certain situation. And, you know, it's kind of a thing, like, you still got to be a real trucker, so you got to have it. What if I could help someone else out? But I don't have the wrench, or I didn't have the wrench, and I could have helped that person if I would have been equipped. That's really what I think about. So, there's that. So even if I can't use it for myself, like I got something where I can bless somebody else or help somebody else. David Edwards says yes. Chasing Ghosts is in the house saying no, I just eat a lot of meat. I love meat. David Edwards says, but messes with my sugar levels too. Much hypoglycemia. The carnivore diet messed with your blood sugar? I'm going from the blonde roast to the Viking brew right now. I have a nice, robust, dark flavored cup of Viking brew. And this is going to be it for me because 2 cups of coffee like this, that's good. I'm good. Like I got to start switching to water and hydrate. Get this coffee going real quick because I'm sitting here with my truck running for an hour. I want to shut it off. So I put the coconut oil in my coffee. Didn't even faze me. Didn't even faze my coffee. Chasing Ghosts says, always have tools. Don't matter. Things happen. Right. Like, I'd rather be prepared than unprepared. David Edwards says, I need to get back to a variation of it because it works. Chief Ray Heller says, channel member, by the way, I'm helping a friend with barbecue competition later this week. How exciting. My wife, voluntold me we were helping. I like that word. Kind of upset me because the Iowa 80 Jamboree is this week. Oh, is it this week? And I was wanting to go there. Oh. Yeah, had I not had everything else going on, I probably would have known that too. I might go. If I can make it, I want to go. I'm not going to stress about it though, but yeah, I if I can, that'd be awesome. Cheap Freight Hauler says 2 cups of coffee, I'd have 50K steps before lunch. Well, we are in a new race. We are in a new competition in the Samsung Health Step Challenge. By the way, I have posted the link. If you are interested and you want to join us other truckers that keep doing these walking challenges, I posted the link in my community page. My community stream post, and I'll keep posting it. So if anybody, has second thoughts or wants to join, like that link I'll try to keep that current so you can join at any time. We are doing great. We're all motivating each other, and we're trying to race each other to 50,000 steps. That's how the little step challenges go. So, and then I'll post the standings up, right, just to add a little extra motivation. So I've been having fun with it. I think the guys have been having fun with it too. And we can chit chat with each other in there too. So it's kind of just a little fun fitness motivation thing. Chasing Ghosts, I have HEB Texas pecan coffee. Ooh, that sounds good. That I made in my percolator. Texas pecans. When I first started driving, we were driving team going on to Texas, man. We ate so much pecans, it was crazy. I gained 40 pounds too. Well, your barbecue competition is going to be fun, Cheap Freight Hauler, so don't be mad. Just try to enjoy it, and we'll catch the next one, David Schindler said, is it hard to become a trucker? Depends on what your version of hard is. Like, you're going to go to CDL school. You got to make it through that first. And that's doesn't even get you to being a trucker. Because then you got to go through and get some experience. And you have to learn how to drive a truck. Like, they teach you how to pass the test at CDL school. And once you pass the test, now you got to find some good quality training. Because your life is at stake. So don't ever take that for granted. Get some good training. Get with a company that has a great training program, because that's your next step after your CDL. You're not a trucker yet. You're not trained to go out on that road yet. Once you get that license, that is your license to go get training, to be able to start getting out on the road and driving. That's the correct path. So, depends on what your idea of hard is. Trust me, my idea of hard is not normal compared to a lot of people. It is challenging, and it takes dedication, and it takes a lot of heart, and it takes intelligence. If you have all that, you got a good foot to start out on. Night Ranger is in the house, and you can never have enough tools for roll around toolboxes, and you still need and want more. Right? Chief Ray Heller says, yep, I was leading for a little while yesterday. Jerome is leading now. Oh, is he? I got out and did some steps this morning. I haven't even checked to see what's happening. Kenny Anderson, keep America moving. Thank you, Kenny. We're working it out here. Chasing Go says, I'm still trolling to reach 500 stubs. Need 100 more. Okay, everybody go check out Chasing Go's channel. 100 more subs over there. Check it out. If it's your cup of tea, like and subscribe. Dave Schindler, thank you for the good advice. Never Enough is in the house, saying easiest part is becoming a truck. Easiest part is becoming a truck, or hardest part is staying a trucker. He's saying easiest part is becoming a trucker, or the hardest part is staying a trucker because of your health, your mental state, and the law. Great point. Never enough. Jerome Jones says, man, I'm late. It's all right. We're going to get into the fitness chapter of today's Trucker Cafe, because I want to talk about what I'm embarking on. And hopefully it will just encourage some of you to look into it and do the same, because the information I'm finding is absolutely so profound that I want to tell you what I'm doing, and I want to tell you kind of what my why is. And definitely, of course, I love to encourage you if it's something that you want to do, or, sometimes just working on yourself or doing something with someone else involved is, you got a little bit of support, some accountability to someone else. I've always found that it helps me stay on track. Is like, for instance, SNORELORD has done carnivore, okay? SNORELORD lost a lot of weight. SNORELORD knows all about it. So this is something I'm just learning about. And so he's mentioned that he wanted to get back on track on his diet and stuff like that. So I, of course, was like, well, since I'm just starting it, why don't we do it together, and we'll just challenge each other. I'm always about the challenge, man. What's wrong with me? So, we're accountable in this together, and then we're going to do weigh-ins. We're going to show results, right? It's extra motivating. It's good for us, and that's what we decided to do. Now, I will invite anyone to do it with us. You have nothing to lose. We can learn about it together. We can go through this journey together. It's wild. Like what I'm learning, like I'm just learning some wild stuff. So if anybody's interested, especially my walking buddies, I don't care who you are. I'm beginning this thing, and SNORELORD is going to kind of be my accountability person. And by all means, we would love to do this with more people. I am literally going to put up stats, numbers, all of this, because that's how I do the best. But I want to put it up for you. So if anybody just kind of wants to watch along and see how we're doing, he's going to put up his info at times. I'm going to put up on mine. I think like next week I'm trying to get home, so I'm going to pick up this scale so that I can do weigh-ins. And it's a smart scale, so it gives me a whole bunch of body scanning information, blah, 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 right? I've got devices. I got stuff to take data. I'm a data person. So I'm going to put that stuff up and share it with you, because the results that these people are talking about and seeing and stuff like that, like I want that for myself. And so I'm very interested in what, I've never tried to eat this way before. I've done everything else. It does interact, it does connect with intermittent fasting. Now if you guys don't know, I'm a big I love fasting. It's part of my life. I don't ever want to give it up. It's good for me. So I can do this with that. So it fits right now. And what I'm seeing, the results of these people that are doing this, that have been doing this, that are living like this, it's absolutely miraculous. It's not just weight loss. I'm talking about the health transformation. So I'm signing up. And I started, goes back to leaving Sterling's house. He gave me a tri-tip he made for me. And we checked the seasoning, so he gave me good seasoning. Melt in your mouth, amazing. I had it gone in like 2.5 days. Like, it's that good. So since I was munching on just that meat, I made the decision like, okay, well, I'm already doing this for the first couple days. I'm just eating that tri-tip. I might as well count that and start my carnivore journey, because I've been considering it. So that's how the meat kicked it off for me. So when I left Nevada, I started carnivore. And I'm studying it. I don't know everything about it. I can't just put everything out there. I can't. There's a million, trust me, there's a million people and a million channels talking about what carnivore diet has done for them. I'm going to talk about how it's working for me, so that maybe you can just see this is what it did to my life. I'm not trying to teach, and I know that's what a lot of people are doing. So I'm not just trying to like be that, but I want to share it with you because I think it's important for somebody in the trucking community and those in the trucking community that can share that information, because a lot of us are in dire straits, and some people are in dire straits and don't know it. And in my opinion, I want to treat my life like I'm already there, like as a preventative. I don't want to get in those situations. So I feel like I got some weight to lose. I want to be leaner in body fat percentage. Like that's always my goal. It's not about the scale number. It's about what's happening in this, right? I'm getting older, so there's things like this that I would like to see tighten up. You know, I'm not trying to get plastic surgery though. So yeah, part of it I'm feeling like, you know, my looks are changing, my body's changing. I have goals with my physical body. But that's really not my why. My why is about the absolute glow, the physical health of these people, the power of how it changes the bodies and heals all of these things. If you're diabetic, if you got psoriasis, if you got, oh my God, the list goes on. These people are being healed, which only tells me this is so powerful. And I've always been big about eat what God gave you to eat. And now it's challenging my thinking because, of course, I'm thinking plants. Well, yeah, we can eat the plants and stuff like that. But right now, all the stuff that I'm learning is showing me in my spiritual heart and mind that there's something to this that we've been missing for a long time. I have. I'll just speak for myself. So I want to share that with you. Ladies, if any of you are down to jump in this challenge, it is great for your hormone. Like it's a hormone thing too. Like I'm at that age, guys. It's a hormone thing. I'm very excited about seeing balance and all that stuff. And don't think because you're a man out there driving that you ain't messing up your hormones eating all that sugar. Because you are. I'm telling you this out of love. You are. That sugar is not sugar. Like the breads are not. It's not. They're not. I'm not trying to be all hooky either. It is true. You gotta. I mean, right now we're at a point in the world where you gotta think. You gotta get ahead of them. You gotta get ahead of them. And they're moving fast, bros. They're moving fast. So, I do want to share this in that sense. Because when you know better, you do better, right? And I love all of you. And I care about all of you. And I really want to put this out there. And I'm very curious if I can get rid of my fat tumor, right? If you guys have ever wondered what this large boob on the side of my arm is that you see in my videos. I call it a boob because it's like an extra boob. This is a fat tumor. It is non-cancerous. It doesn't hurt me. It is just very ugly. And so with all the evidence that I'm seeing about this carnivore diet stuff, like I'm seriously thinking that it might help me get rid of this too. It's like a little buddy. It's terrible. So this is something I'm very self-conscious about, but I've not made a big deal about it on my channel because I'm trying to also work on just loving myself the way I am. And I hope you love me the way I am. I'm not perfect. I have this thing, and it's like I would love to see that go away. So that's part of the little caveat to this too, is like I want to see if this heals all that stuff. So many things, especially mental depression. If you're depressed, baby, come on, do this with me. This heals depression, like clinically depressed people. Okay, fixes everything. Your body is an amazing machine, and it's perfectly capable of fixing itself. But you gotta help, because of all this. It's not designed to give you life. What God gave us is designed to give you life. So, shut the truck off. We're having too much fun now. Okay, so on that. Oh yeah, you like my shirt? You like my hat? You like my coffee cup? Beep. So on that note, and I left with a lot of meat, and I ate a lot of meat on the way home driving. So thank you for feeding me. Just thought it was a good time to kick it off. I was eating meat for 2 days already. So you might be asking, like, okay, well, how's your first couple days going? Well, I had a little, you know, so when you change over, your gut does a little something, and you might have a couple of days where, you know, you're going because things are adjusting. That's going to happen. So I had that for the first couple of days, but I kind of like knew that's kind of what happened because my body hasn't seen a vegetable in 3 days. So it's kind of like, okay, but what I believe happened to me was that it flushed out all the oxalates, which that's a whole nother ball of wax, but which is a good thing. It's a natural shifting when this is happening to you. So that was my first couple days, but immediately I have been sleeping like a baby. My sleep has improved like literally already. Like I feel fantastic. My energy level is up. Believe it or not. It's up. I'm getting fully rested on less hours of sleep. That's pretty interesting. So that's just what I have observed in the first few days. Watch your microbiome. It's very important to your health. Yes. So turns out when you're eating grass-fed animal meat and the fat, your microbiome is good. Because, of course, like fate, to talk on that point real quick, this is against everything that I preach, believe, eat, everything. That's what's tripping me out. Because, of course, my first thoughts go to my gut. So my gut is, at this point, you guys, I will tell you where I'm starting from. I am extremely metabolically balanced. Like my body is burning fat very well, and it can shift to carbs very well. I have achieved that with all this work that I've done to make sure I had a healthy gut. I am metabolically flexible is the term. I'm there. So I'm not starting with problems. Like a lot of people start with gut problems and then they start this and they get healed. Like my gut is like a freaking powerhouse. My gut health is excellent. Everything I do is about my gut health a lot of times. So, and I monitor that. So I have a device that I use, which helps me stay metabolically flexible. So I watch my body change to fat burn, change to carb burn. So I know I'm there. But of course my first concern was like, This really takes care of all of that. Because I was digging for information. Because I was like, what? Your gut's going to be all messed up. You're going to have a heart attack. All the things that we've been raised to believe in. No, look at, I got 2 flies. How terrible. Y'all got to go. Trust me, I'm a logical thinking, intelligent young lady. And yes, all of those things that you're thinking, I was immediately spewing out of my mouth and my brain. And all I can say is do the research, because I had to dig in further because I'm like, this is preposterous. It's not. You ain't got to worry about it. What I love is I don't have to chase. I just had a Katy Perry moment. No, I got something in my eye. It's against the grain, man. It makes sense though. Like after doing more and more research, and I'm still doing research on it. But I'm going to give it a shot because I am very, 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 very educated and understand what the benefits of getting into ketosis is. And I'm sick of, and it's fine, I'll do it anyways, but I'm real, like counting your calories on every single meal is great because you get an awareness, which that's what I'm still counting my calories. And I probably always will. But it's not the way to get in the best shape of your life. You need an awareness of what you're eating. I do it for that reason. You need to really be more eating on purpose, especially in this stage of the world and what is going on with the food. Like, you really got to be careful. But it's frustrating when it's frustrating when you got to stop and you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to eat 3 times a day, or you're starving and you're having trouble fasting and everything just seems hard. This makes it so much easier, man, and it's so much better for you. So, I like it for that reason also. I also like it for the reason that I can pick out 5 items. And I have 5 items with the addition of salt and pepper and some seasonings. And that's it. That's my grocery list. That sounds glorious to me. Five items, meaning this is what my diet will be: beef, bacon, eggs, butter, and fish. Yeah, that covers it. I don't want to eat the chicken because it doesn't have enough fat. My whole head's flipped upside down. Like, I had no idea, and probably people don't. We were just raised differently. That animal fat is really your body does great things on it. So I'm gonna leave that. That's what I want to say about it. That's what we in SNORELORD got planned. I think Jeff's gonna join in and do it with us. It's a 40-day run. We're going to give it a shot. And then show the results at the end of 40 days. If you're in, come on in with us. Join us. We're just being an accountability group. So if anybody's been thinking about it, if your health has been on your mind and you want to do something, I'm saying we're going to be a group of buds right now, and we're going to go on this little carnivore journey for 40 days. And hey, let me know and do it with us. Basically, it's just like we're gonna submit a weigh-in. I want to do measurements. I don't know if the guys, I'd like to see measurements, because this is the thing, like, because carnivore recompositions your body. Like, if you're having your belly's fat and you're like, dude, I really want to get my belly slimmed down, whatever. We're taking a measurement at the beginning and then taking a measurement maybe in the middle and then taking a measurement at the end, so that you can see for yourself that it's giving you the results that you want. So for that reason, I want to do measurements. And yeah, I'm going to be transparent. This could get ugly, but I want to be transparent, because I'm about facts and I'm about truth, and I'm about, like, I really, like, I cannot even argue the point that there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are testifying the miracles that they're experiencing. So I love meat. I want to eat ribeye every day. I want to eat steak and eggs every day, and butter and salt. Like, how much does that simplify my life and my grocery list? That's the other thing. I also want to document the grocery bill that gets involved, because I want to know if I save money. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to save money on some things. I buy this stuff. I love Kachava. This is a meal replacement protein shake. But on this journey for these 40 days, I'm not going to have this, and I'll tell you why. Everything's made from superfood plants. So I'm going to save money there. This stuff is kind of expensive. I'm going to save money here, because this, unfortunately, I have to throw a can and a half out the window because of the maltodextrin. It's gone. It's out of my life. Nope. You know, and so that's part of my job today too, is I need to bag up what's got to go, and I'm cleaning house. And honestly, if I'm only buying 5 things, bro, like my whole cabinet's gonna be empty. I may have like 100 less things in here. No, just my pantry part, which is the bottom section. Like I can reduce that. I am gonna keep my apple cider vinegar on board though. And so to get back to what you said, I will periodically give myself some apple cider vinegar for my gut. Just because. And it's not going to hurt anything. Just so I make sure that at least I'm doing this maintenance, whether I needed it or not, it's in there. So, hope that brings you guys some little peace of mind. Is it necessary? No, it's not. According to the research I've gotten so far, if anybody has different, let me know. But that's my plan. I am cutting out dairy slowly because I like a little cheese. So I'm just baby stepping it. So you can have cheese and do the carnivore if you want. From what I hear and understand, it works most optimal if you don't have no dairy. And because of hormone imbalances and stuff like that dairy causes, that's one of my whys. So I'm just going to cut it out. Yeah, I'm going to take it in baby steps. But, so I hope that you guys, that's some content that you may want to see. I hope that if you want somebody to try this yourself with, and we can be a support group for each other, that if you want to join, you know, I'm inviting you. We're going to kick it off like tomorrow, because I know SNORELORD had to get some groceries and do things to get ready and all that. Fate Dragon says, studies show a 45% higher risk of culinary cancer along with heart disease. I also highly recommend getting your blood to test to see where you're at. I keep up on blood work, eating my diet. I don't know, Fate, because I mean, I'm not, I know you have gotten that information somewhere, but I watched a couple of videos where these people have healed their colons with it, who are in some really bad shape. So I don't know. I think everybody should research it and do it for themselves. Like, bottom line, you do what you think. I'm telling you, I have learned enough, like, the issues and the struggles that I've been having, and you guys know I've been fasting. You know, I've been on my exercise, or at least endeavoring to be, you know, perfect with my exercise. I can't because I work a lot, but fasting has been my big thing, and changing what I've been eating has been, of course, a big thing. And there are certain things that are happening to these people that is the results that I've been trying to find out how to get to. So for me, that's my why. Just the fasting and all the vegetables and all that stuff is not like there's something wrong, because everything I'm doing, I should be a lean machine. So I'm just stating it simply, like, I have a lot of reasons to do this for my health. So I'm just asking if anybody out there has been thinking about it, wants to try it, whatever. We're about to kick this off together. If you want to do it, you know, with some friends that are trying it too, you're all welcome. I only eat fish that I catch. Store-bought fish is too tricky for me. Never Enough says, I can't count calories. Once your body can maintain that calorie and not lose any weight, Now you got to drop your calories. Right, never enough. Like that to me is frustrating. Like, this is so much easier. You eat when you want, you eat till you're full, and you eat again when you're hungry again. So what I've experienced in the first couple days is that it's literally like, I'll eat as much until I feel satisfied. And then before I know it, like 20 hours, I've done a 20-hour fast, and I'm just now starting to get hungry again. I've stayed satiated that long. That's amazing to me, because fasting, even though I do it a lot, and at this point, like I'm big time trained in doing it to myself. So, but there's always like those last few hours, right? And some days it depends on where your hormone levels are at and stuff like that. Like the last few hours are difficult. And you're like, right? The ghrelin is raising, which is your hunger hormone. And you're just like, okay, I just got to wait 2 more hours and I'll hit 16 hours. That is gone. Like I can be chilling 20 hours easy and then not even realize it's been 20 hours. So I'm excited for that effect, because my intermittent fasting is going to be easier. And I want to keep intermittent fasting in my life. Like, I like it. So yeah, the calorie counting sucks. This is so much easier. Toga says, believe it or not, microbiome in our bowels is the main reason to release happiness hormones more in the brain. That's why scientists are calling the bowels the second brain. Yeah, and I mean, you know, I've seen enough evidence to know that all disease comes from something in the gut. Primal Smash says, we survived mostly on berries, fruits, and animal meat before we learned how to farm our own food. Correct. Chasing Go says, that rumble in the belly in the middle of BFE, wondering where the next truck stop is. Rest area, shouldn't have had that pilot hot dog. We've all been there. Yeah. That's your body like screaming at you. Toga says, they also screwed up with the tap water in my city, but after suing the city mayor, etc., they fixed the issue, and you can't even drink it directly from the tap. It's not tasty like before, though. Toga, I'm from Flint, Michigan, in the U.S. If you know anything about that story, like that, our water has been poisoned in Flint. And I'm going to tell you, from living at ground zero there, don't you dare drink that water again. I mean, it's unfortunate. Don't ever drink tap water. I'm going to tell everybody that. And I'm speaking from, like, this has happened for me. Oh, Chief realized except for the water in Flint. Chasing Ghost says, my hormones are effed. Chasing Ghost, I want to say to you, like, and I'm not trying to be this, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm dealing with hormonal issues. I'm at that age. Like, I'm 53 years old, you guys. So I'm at that, I'm just being transparent. Like, I love you. Please hear me. I'm just being transparent. I'm at that age, and so are you. Most of you are. Like, you have to address this. You have to think about this. The food, if you're eating the regular food, your hormones are messed up. So maybe you don't feel that they are, whatever. Do your research. Like, I'm not going to sit here and just be an echo chamber. I don't want to anyways. Do your research. I'm just going to point you in the right direction. If you know that your hormones are messed up, if you're a man getting titties, if you are, women, you got this stuff going on. If you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that begin to happen to you at your age. This stuff right here is a hormone issue I'm dealing with. My progesterone at this middle age stage of life, you guys, men and women, I hope we don't lose it. Something weird's happening. We begin to lose progesterone. And for men, your testosterone, with the food you're eating, will destroy your testosterone and raise your estrogen, okay? Don't take my word for it. go do your research. This is from food, guys. This extra aging, if you're looking extra old or whatever, it's not natural. It's in the food. It's in your, like, you have to rebalance your hormones. There is no doubt in my mind that doing carnivore for a period of time is going to fix and stabilize you and all of that. No doubt. I have more reasons to do this than not to do it. People are getting healed like crazy, all kinds of stuff. And especially interesting is the anxiety and depression. That blew my mind. And so let your mind be blown. I'm just saying, check. It's worth looking into for yourself. Okay, that's all I want to be accountable for saying. For me, I'm choosing this. We're going to go 40 days. SNORELORD swears by it too. We're going to go 40 days, help each other, talk with it about, together, and give it a fair shot. What do you have to lose? Except weight, right? So, and some belly, right? And stuff. Why not? So that's what we're going to do. And so that's kind of what I wanted to bring to the chat today. Let you know, I'll be talking about that. I'll be sharing some rather personal details with you. I think, we're all grown, we can take it. But I just want you to see. But I don't want you to make any of your decisions off of what is happening to me. Like, if you feel like this is anything that you would like to look into, then I'm just telling you, go look into it. You can start looking into carnivore, and YouTube is going to throw the whole carnivore nation at you. There's amazing doctors talking about, teaching everything, all of this, answering all your questions, all the things that you would think common sense to say. What about my gut? What about my arteries? What about all of this stuff? There's research and it's there. It will answer all questions, because I'm the first one to be skeptical. Trust me, because I am so on what goes into my body. This is a new realm for me that I guess I kind of always heard about, but I didn't go into the real deep science of it. I was just thinking, oh yeah, you eat meat and you don't have no carbs, right? So, and that's basically what it is. So you're cutting sugar and carbs out of your diet. You're living off animal stuff, fat, lots of fat. Oh my God. These people some of them have chunks of butter to munch on. Because what you do is so this is the struggle with keto. That's the goal, is to get into ketosis. So the way I would describe it, as somebody who has knowledge of this stuff, keto is oh, you can eat this, you can't eat that, you can eat this, you got to watch your carbs, you got to do so much to get into ketosis, and then once you get your body into ketosis, then the first thing, you can screw it up just like that, and then you got to start all over. That's the difficulty of keto. Is it a healthier lifestyle? Yes. Low carb lifestyle? Yes. It's not perhaps so easy though. This is 10 times more powerful, and it's easier, because you're okay, I'm just eating meat. I get to butter it to death. I get to salt it as much as I want, and I can eat as much as I want. But the thing is, you're going to have one big old meat meal, and you ain't going to be hungry till tomorrow, baby. So now your intermittent fasting life is in full effect, and it's easy. You ain't even noticing it. So you're going to go through feel a little bit of adjustment going on, and I will be transparent with that as I go. But if you go look into this, if you want to go do the research, do it. The testimonies are endless. I can't deny that. I cannot deny these real people. The way they're showing their befores and afters, the way their bodies have changed, the glows that they have. It's crazy. So I'm with you. If you're a skeptic, I'm with you. But I have honestly no reason not to give it a shot myself, especially after I see the amazing health benefits that so many people are getting off of it. So I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm saying to you, we are going to do this. We're going to run it for 40 days. If you want to be with somebody and do it with us, please let me know. We will do this together. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be religious about it. I'm not trying to start, this or that. I've been vegan before. I know I've done that. I know the stuff about that. I've been there. I know what it did to my body. I know what it didn't do to my body. This thing, the meat thing, I've never tried. Because back in my day, it was like, that was like the Atkins diet, right? You guys remember that? And so now there's like ketovore, carnivore, whatever. I'm a steak lover, so I don't see how it's going to be that hard for me. To me, it's going to make my life simpler because I don't got to do all this buying all these items, counting all the calories, putting stuff together, right? Which I really love to do, but if I can just be like, dude, steak, eggs, butter, salt, bacon. Those are like some of the greatest things in life. So, because when I'm on my low fat stuff, I can't have any of that because of what else I'm eating. Then I got to look at macros, like, right? You guys know how complicated that can get. And I'm all about loving complicated stuff, but I'm like digging this whole scene right now. I'm like, gosh, even trucking, if you can just eat that and make that much impact on your life, and they're not even talking about exercise. Obviously, you want to exercise, but what this will do to your body, even as being a trucker, and how much simpler is it to you to stack your little fridge or your cooler with just steaks or whatever meat you like. And you got butter and you got salt and you got bacon. You guys, your muscles are going to get support. The protein's important for your heart health. The animal fat, like, it's important for your cholesterol, like, believe it or not. So, that's it. I'm inviting you. That's what we're doing. That's some of the information you're going to see come out here. Me and SNORELORD might do some collab videos and stuff. So that's coming around the corner here. But I know some people are struggling. I know they don't know where to start. I know it's depressing, like all of that. So, why not? And if you still have questions, like go do your own research. I'm just saying, we're doing this. You're welcome to work on this with us. Who knows? I think it's worth a shot for everybody. Chief Raylar says, Primal Smash, I struggled with that for a long time. It's hard for me to turn down a pork chop. Yeah, like, I'm like, dude, bring on the steak. Bring on the pork chops. Bring on the bacon. Like, oh my God. Sounds delicious. We'll see. I'm so used to disciplining myself so much. This just seems like, dude, this is almost too easy. I can't even believe this. I can't believe what these people are, the results they're putting up, the pictures. Like, I can't believe it. Like, it's so much, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It gets everything I know, you guys. Chasing Ghost says, when they put out the food pyramid, they were told it would cause an epidemic of obesity and diabetes, and it did. Yeah. Jesus proclaimed everything clean for us to eat, and yes, it included pork. Yes, Primal Smash, thank you, great point. Many people don't get that. Many people don't get that. And I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to be like, y'all need to go back to the word. Because that statement is true. I'm a carnivore, Toga says, but almost every single time I feel extremely guilty after eating animal-based foods. Well, Toga, I'm going to say this in love. And we all fall off the wagon and we all make mistakes and whatever. But if you are drinking and you are eating carnivore, you're defeating the whole thing. But we're supposed to eat animals, Toga. They were put here for that reason. And you don't have to feel guilty. If you really want to go on that side of it, like, you can make sure that you buy meats that animals were harvested in a humane fashion. That's possible. There's people that feel that way. Chasing Ghost says, I have had to save my leg, then learn to walk again. Pulled across the scale in Hope, Arizona. Still had the stitches. Looked like Frankenstein. Sewed my leg back on. Dude handed my stuff back and said, go. Oh, looked like Frankenstein, sewed my leg back on. That's interesting, Chasing Ghosts. I don't know the story you're talking about. I'm sorry you went through that. Fate says, research what they allow to be in meat you all eat. No matter how it's raised, you're consuming trash. I am very particular about where I get my meat at. So I make sure that, it's grass-fed, grass-finished. I've looked into the farmers that raise the meat, all of that stuff. So I would, of course, would encourage everybody to do the same. Obviously, Fate is doing the vegan thing. It's fine. I'm not trying to get into all that. I'm saying this is what I'm going to do. I've done vegan. That hurt my body a lot, and it messed up my my metabolism. So, did I lose weight? Yes, I did. Did I lose a ton of muscle? Yes, I did. Did I feel great? Yes, I did. But it also hurt my gut. So, I'm not interested in losing muscle tissue. So this works better for me. People do things that work better for them. I realize the value of protein in my life is much more than it ever was, especially now that I'm getting older, for my heart muscle. And so personally, I'm not interested in the vegan direction anymore because it is such a lack of protein for your lean muscle structure, for your structures. But no hate. It's just, this is something I have not tried. So because I'm still struggling with the things that I'm struggling with, I'm gonna give it a shot, because the results on these people is blowing my mind completely. And I'm still learning, so I'm not trying to I've never done it. It's an adventure. Chasing Ghost says, I had some injuries in the past few years that caused me not to be able to move as much. Now trying to lose weight, couldn't walk or breathe. Resets priorities. Driving don't help. Chasing Ghost, I don't know if you've ever looked into what I'm talking about, but like, dudes have lost massive weight in a very short time. I would just encourage you, like, check it out. Some beautiful stories, man. Bring tears to your eyes. Like, beautiful, amazing stories. Firefighter Bob is in the house saying good morning, Miss Shannon. Jerome Jones saying good morning. Channel member, by the way. Oh, Tolga posted Chasing Ghosts link in the chat. Thank you, Tolga. Check out Chasing Ghosts. She's trying to get some more subscribers over there. Check her out. Chief Ray Heller says, I could probably lose 50 pounds by cutting out high fructose corn syrup. Yes. Oh my God. That stuff will kill you. You know that. Hey, you're walking great though, brother. Like, you are kicking butt. I would love to be there with you legends too for Sterling and Red Lady, but procedures take too long, which I couldn't catch it's okay, Tolga. If you want to send a gift, you can send them a gift somehow. Chasing Ghost says, if you want plenty of alone time, bring out all the demons in the darkest corners of your mind. Not only play with them, but make friends with them. Drive a truck. Lots of mental issues out here. Chasing Ghost, this is, yeah. So this is, I was like surprised. They really addressed the mental health part. Like, people are testifying like they were literally on the verge of suicide and changing their diet and stuff and getting into the ketosis that this brings, like, literally has fixed all of that brain chemical function. So, you know, I think Chasing Ghosts, like, we just already counted like 5 reasons you might want to look into it. Sorry about the auto correction. Sucks driving the Bronx 9. Stop load. Driver assist. Unload with tires. Oh man, you got one of them tire loads never enough. Love my day to day. Ooh, God bless you, brother. You'll get through it. You are strong. Chasing Ghost says, my channel is mostly motorcycles. Okay, guys, if you're interested in the motorcycles, go see Chasing Ghost. Tolga put it in the link there. Check her out. She's into motorcycles. I know a lot of you guys are too. Got my CDL 27 years ago. No school. Borrowed a truck. Times have changed. Dad drove. Grew up on a farm. Could already drive. Didn't need someone to teach. That's cool. Is terrestrial? Hey, Tony, what's up? I just watched your video the other day. You guys check out Tony at the Tourette's Trucker. He is a small fleet owner, and he's a super fun guy. And you know, he talks about his journey and stuff. I enjoy his channel, so go check out the Tourette's Trucker. Give him some support over there. He says, good morning. I believe the government is messing with the food supply and injecting hormones into the food. I'm a conspiracy nut job, LOL. Well, you know, people say we're nut jobs or all of that, but what's really happening? Like, everyone's starting to find out the truth. So are the nut jobs really the nut jobs? Toga says, but the environment is looking gorgeous in Michigan, especially those famous lakes and around the territories. Ugh, I could be lost there. Enjoy. Yes, you could, Toga. Yes, you would. It's a very beautiful place. In my opinion, it's the most beautiful state. We got some really beautiful states, but Michigan is like, this is my opinion of my state. You can go all over, and there is so much beauty of all kinds. We don't have no desert, though. It's a very green state. We have lots of vegetation, lots of water, very beautiful, lots of wildlife. So we don't have deserts and those kinds of things. But Michigan is absolutely so pretty. And if crap hit the fan and the whole world was, you know, all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation to live off the land, Michigan's where you want to be. You got trees to build your house, give you shelter. You got water. You got rich soil to grow things in or to feed your animals. You know, whatever. You can live off the land. And that in my opinion, that's always an important aspect of when you're deciding on what place to move. Like, okay, if worse comes to worse, can I live off the land? That's an important choice. Toga says, oh, I know the issues with the water out there, ma'am. A friend of mine moved to Michigan from Florida, and it was one of his biggest fears about going there. Yeah, here's the kicker, though. It's not just Flint. This is the same problem that happened with Flint can happen to any of these oldest cities, like Chicago, New York, any of the cities, any old cities. Because the issue is the same. They're built with the same materials. It's the same. So people should get that awareness from it and then be concerned about learning about how their city's taking care of this old pipe system that's lead-based. That's what I would like people to learn from it. Don't think it's just Flint, because it's not. Therefore, if you know that you've had a problem already, I will never drink tap water again from Flint. I won't. So I'm just going to suggest that to you. Like, don't be trusting what they're telling you. Never Enough says, think about this. Cow eats grass all day and gets fat. Any carnivore animal is always lean. Guard Dog's in the house saying, I use DDP yoga and I adapted to work in my semi and it really helped me in many ways. That's cool, Guard Dog. Yeah, I'm doing exercises in the truck. I do upper body one day and I got like booty bands and I got like dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells. I got 2 of those. And then I have a set of the resistance bands. And so I make stuff work with that. So I do upper body one day, rest a day, do lower body, then I do like stretch and mobility the next day, which is like the yoga stuff and the stretching. And then I rest a day, and then the next day is lower body. That's my splits. And in between there is like walking as much as I possibly can every day, which usually equals out to about 6,000 steps a day. Is what I, on average, I can consistently hit. So that's what's going on now with me trying to do this diet stuff. So that's what I do. And the resistance bands have been helpful. And I'm still trying to figure out these booty band things, you know. Oh, and I got a set of rubber bands too. I forgot. I haven't pulled them out yet. So I was like, I have like a whole gym in here. I just have to be more diligent on like putting stuff together, you know? Okay, I think I caught up to there. Yeah. Okay, so thanks, guys. That's pretty much all I got. I think, let's see, we talked about the wedding. We talked about my new nutrition journey that I'm going on. And we talked about puppies. And, and I've had my second cup of coffee, which I have like one drink. So, oh, I do have a little bit more. I can pour one more cup. Let's see. So what else was I going to talk about? Let me think of what else. I feel like I'm fully recovered from the trip to Nevada on Sterling's wedding. But man, it took me some days of eating healthy to get that all cleaned out. God dang, that sugar freaking messed me up. And it sucks. Like, I wish there was ice cream that was safe. If I could have a safe ice cream, my life would be perfect. I'm in New York. It's a beautiful hot day. I can see it out there. I have a lot of cleaning to do. This is probably the worst I have ever let my truck get, honestly. It's disgusting. It's making me kind of freak out in my brain. And I have some business stuff. I had some receipts to scan into my accountant and some business stuff like that I got to catch up on. So it's kind of a busy day. And that means I have to get motivated to do all that stuff. And the next thing is trying to even figure out if they have shower and laundry facilities here at this place that I'm at. Because there's definitely no TA around in Buffalo, New York that I know of. And if there is, I need to drive over there and take care of myself and my laundry. I'm going to order the Instacart and get me some meat. I may not, though, because I think I have enough eggs to suffice. Because I am trying to get home. I have a fresh Butcherbox at home waiting for me, which is my box of meat that I order. That's all my grass-fed, grass-finished meats and stuff. I've been eating that for a while. So I got a fresh box waiting for me at home. My new smart scale, I'm excited about that. And my organic coffee. I ordered this stuff called Purity Coffee. You can look it up. It's supposed to be organic, clean, good, clean, pesticide-free coffee. So I think that's important too. I'm trying to make that change in my life too. So that'll be waiting for me when I get home too. And you guys, I'm picking up Kinley when I get home. From here from New York, I got to get to Michigan. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick up those things. I'm going to see all my babies and stuff really fast, but I am picking up Kinley. So future content for the rest of the summer will have my granddaughter Kinley. She is 9 years old. And she's already been with me once last year, and she loves trucking. So I think you will get a smile out of that, seeing some of that content. But yeah, I'm going to pick her up. Well, I guess we've been on long enough. It's been 2 hours and 22 minutes. I've lost almost everybody, probably due to my carnivore diet situation. I don't know if that's what the conversation got a little crazy there. So that tells me that everybody's got stuff to do. They're getting out of here. So that's my cue to end this live. I got to do stuff too. It's almost 11. You know how it goes. I don't like to go until lunchtime, and we're getting close. So appreciate you guys that stuck with me this far. Please make sure you hit the like on the way out. And this concludes another Trucker Cafe morning, Sunday morning. I hope you have a blessed week. And I just pray that you stay safe and moving forward and staying positive. And anybody that wants to do the thing with us and try the thing, then do your research, but let me know, and we can connect and stuff like that, and we can communicate for the next 40 days. And watch the community section of my channel if you would like to just kind of keep an eye on the step racing that we're doing. It's just a little silly, fun competition. I'm going to keep trying to post the links up so you can join too if you're interested in joining that. And you can communicate with me there and let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. So, I guess that's all I got. And just remember, God is good. He's faithful. He's never let you down yet. And be thankful every morning for everything that you have, because we never know when it's going to go away. Love you guys. Appreciate all of you. Peace out. Till next week. Or sooner. Whatever.